Welcome, good morning, show day. Now, I have no expectations going for the show, but expectations I do have is this. Have you done everything that you could to be the best version of yourself this prep? Even doing the things that you did not want to do? Yes. Have you nailed the prep? Have you nailed the training? Have you done everything to the letter? Have you done everything that's been required? Yes, I have. Have you made the improvements? Yes, you have. I'm actually 11 pounds heavier today exactly, from my stage weight last year, and in significantly better condition. So that is a massive win for me. It really is. So super pleased with the look today, and I definitely want to present a physique I'm proud of, and I will. So plan of action is pretty simple now. Eat, relax, and enjoy the day. So I've done my 5-minute morning stroll before I eat. I need it just for my head. All my days start with a bit of activity, and now I'm going to go and get back to clients. So I've already got my clients set that are competing this morning. I have got Stevie, who's competed yesterday, and then I'm going to make sure that she's got a plan set for tomorrow to start from today. So although it's my show day, the work never stops, and I've actually got Andrew to reply to ASAP quickly. Andrew's my 2-on-2 athlete who is from Cyprus. He's actually incredible, so good. 100 grams of cream of rice, 10 grams of dark chocolate, 20 grams of raisins, 10 grams of honey, and 1 Rice Krispie spread bar, and I will have a Digest Pharma Pro with this as well. So this is definitely going down pretty well. We also have 1 gram of salt and 2 grams of low salt in addition to this as well, in case anybody wondering what the sodium intake is. Water-wise, we're not cutting water. I had 600 mils this morning, 300 mils with that, and now I will do 500 mils between meals and 500 mils with meals. So that's the plan of action for water, but I'll take you across the day. I'm going to try and maybe go and have a nap in a moment, and see who's at the door actually, because someone's knocking. So yeah, we'll see. So what do you think is my go-to post-show meal? Huh? So it's going to be oats and cream of rice and a big bowl of it. So probably going to do 80 gram. Yeah, post-show victory meal. Post-show meal to soak my sorrows when I come last is going to be cream of rice, maybe some dates,
plan of attack right now is all Kuba's foods are prepared over here, if everyone can see, with the little Tupperwares and all the little bits on top. I've also made some extra rice for if he needs it after his show, before obviously later on in the evening. He's already planned his meal for later on prior to bedtime, because obviously we've got to remember he's got a competition next weekend, so the ability to eat off plan after doing quite a bit of high days would probably be a bit silly. So especially when you go through kind of quite a little bit of water and salt and stuff, even though kind of no diuretics have actually been utilised, you still have to be very cautious, especially for if you compete in the week later. You don't really want to be having something that's full of oil, grease, sugar, salts, etc. You want to just make sure that you kind of cruise into the next one, and the one after that's when you can have your pizza. So I'm just preparing all of my meals ready for the day now, as well as obviously I've just done Kuba's, just to make sure that obviously we've got everything. The only meal that I'll not prepare is my last meal, and that will just mean that then we can be at the venue, do whatever we need to do at whatever time, because everything's with us.
So, I've just been in bed for a little while, replying to clients, making sure everyone's on point. And now I'm going to eat meal 2, take a very small digestion walk, and then relax. And probably go and have another nap. The time is into 11, so I've got plenty of time to just chill and relax. So that's what we're going to do. $500ml of water with this meal, 500ml of water in between meals. So very easy to track the water intake. I never ever cut water myself or my athletes. Doesn't make any sense, to be honest. And if anything, it makes the athletes look worse. So I never ever do it. I don't think it serves any purpose in any productive way or shape or form. So I do not do that personally, and I just don't think it's the right way to go. That's mine, that's mine, it's mine. I'm gonna go outside, Aaron. Aaron, do me the honours, please bring my laptop outside. Meal number 2 go down. We've got 1 gram of salt, 2 grams of low salt, 10 grams of dark chocolate, 20 grams of dates, 1 Rice Krispies square bar. Super easy, super tasty.
The 18 or 19-year-old version of yourself. Do you know, I had this question actually on like an Insta post, because I do quite a lot of stories and questions, and it's hard to say, because when you use the attitude of fuck you, I'll show you, and that makes you live energy is very useful, like in those circumstances. Dude, if you can overcome the negative,
Always save the best thing for last, because if you do, the entire dish actually tastes better. But having that last bit saved for last, practicing that delayed gratification in everything that you do truly pays off. Promise you.
So I'm not trying to be, I promise. I used to do this with my mother all the time. I used to sit in the garden, and it's weird because I mentioned Chimney, because it's son-in-law and his daughter, and they basically approached me saying,
Right, so we've got some EAs and pina colada going in. Just in case show runs over, it's just something for me to drink on. And then we're going to have a couple of grams of salt in that as well. This is got a pre-stage meal. We've got 100 grams of rice, 3 Rice Krispies, dates and dark chocolate. This is my next meal. 100 grams of rice, dark chocolate and raisins. We've got 1 gram of salt, 2 grams of low salt in this, and then we've got extra salt and low salt in the pre-stage meal. So very simple, super low volume, and easy to get down. Bit of EAs, bit of salt, and then we're going to have pumpage in this as well. That'll be the pre-workout concoction. Game time. That'll do the job very nicely.
200 grams of rice. He's got 20 grams of dark chocolate, 20 grams of raisins, 20 grams of honey, and 2 rice cake crispy squares. I looked at him before he had his tan, and he was just looking a little bit flatter. He doesn't need anything heavy, but just an extra little bit of something, which is why we've added the Rice Krispie Squares bar. So looking forward to seeing what that does for him, especially as he comes back up here and sits down for a second, because I reckon we're not going to be on stage for another at least hour and 30, if not a little bit longer.
Kuba from the United Kingdom. Patrick. Side tricep. Abdominals and thighs. Your favorite, most muscular. Relax. Back up a little. 8 and 5 switch. Front double bicep. Front lat spread. Side chest. Back double bicep. Back lat spread. Relax, face front. 8 and 5, switch back. Side tricep. Abdominals and thigh. Your favorite, most muscular. Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
Second call out, which is much more than I expected, because I actually expected for last, so I'm happy. Fantastic. Top 6 is the goal. So we've made top 10, which is amazing. I expect to come last, so to win.
I just need more size everywhere, and I also need to make sure that I'm not doing 2 different leg days. That one's like a fucking pull day, like a deadlift day, because that does me no favors. I need to be smashing both my quads and hamstrings every 5 days properly. For me,
I think you could get away with doing some glute work on your pull day.
yeah. Maybe even a hip hinge at the end of a pull day.
What about just the thrust? So you do
Yeah.
take away from your legs.
Yeah, true.
Because then you don't have to do it on legs.
Yeah.
You could do an RDL, a dumbbell RDL on one of your leg days.
Yeah, at the end. To me, personally, that is a massive win. I can't even explain to you. Do you know when Tyler said my name for second call out? I literally looked down to look at my number. I know to some people that might sound pathetic, like second call out, but that was a very big lineup. I was in a call out with Pablo, who has been coming top 4 and top 5 in all the shows. So, you know, in comparison to where I was before, it's just such a massive win for me. So it's obviously the biggest inspiration for me this year was Meg, but this has definitely inspired me as well to be better. So very happy, to be honest. Very, very happy.
In 10th place, Kuba from United Kingdom.
What is up, guys? That is the show day wrap up from Alicante at El Plancho Golf Resort. Now, this prep has been incredible. I am extremely proud of the package I've been able to bring and how smooth this prep has actually gone on. I set out to really rectify the previous mistakes I did in 2022, and I do think that I've managed to rectify 95% of them throughout this entire prep, bringing a much better package than I did last time. I was leaner, I was 11 pounds heavier, and much tighter, in much better condition all around. So for me, that is a massive personal success. I was in the second call out in the pre-judging, and I did come into the top 10, which for me is absolutely huge. I know to a lot of you, this might not seem like much, but for the lineup that we had this year at this show, and each competitor competed at this show, it was full of some great bodybuilders, and they was all big boys. So for me to get into the top 10, it's a massive achievement, and getting to the second call out as well at the pre-judging was huge. Now, I did speak to Tyler after the show to get some feedback, which again, I knew what the feedback would be, and I knew already what I needed to work on, which is overall size, chest, back, legs, all need to come up. Arm development always has not been an issue. Now, he did say I was a lot better at pre-judging, and I faded, and I was actually much flatter at the finals, and I do agree. And this is where I actually slipped in placing, which is a bit sweet. It really did sting me a little bit, because I knew that it's the errors that I made on a day that cost me that. And that's completely fine. I can live with that, because that's a lesson I can rectify for the future. And that's something I can always take note of, right? But nevertheless, top 10 in a lineup like this is huge. And getting the placing that I did is absolutely massive as well. So I am extremely happy. Now, definitely a massive thank you for Meg. She's been an absolute gem. I think having a great support system is essential if you want to be successful at this. Running a business, running our coaching, and having the gym and all the other things that we have to do within our day, if you do not have a supportive partner, this would not be possible. So I am extremely blessed to have Meg by my side, being able to help me along the way and help me this entire prep as well, bringing the best package I ever have done. And for me, bodybuilding is all about self-development, it's all about progression. And to me, that means everything. Placings aside, that's not really that important for me, because I bodybuild for myself. I love the sport, I love coaching, I love every single little bit of it, and I love the process. So for me, it's just about continuity of the progression, continuing to step forward, staying healthy, growing, making the right progress. And as long as I keep loving this the way I do, I'm going to keep moving forward, and I am going to keep going, because there's no reason for me to back off, especially when I'm 29 years old. I love the game, I have no injuries, my health's in a great spot. You know, I've just had a great successful showing with massive improvements in comparison to last year. It's definitely a great place to be. So definitely a lot of takeaways to take away from this weekend, a lot of lessons as well that I know I can improve upon, and I know that I can potentially tweak my peak, especially towards the last few days and on the day, to bring even a better package, which I will rectify. And that's all valuable data that I can take away and learn from and apply for next time. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you all, and peace out for now.